Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Call of Duty League. It is time to continue the roll through the major. We've had our death segment. Now it's time to get well and truly stuck into our first series of the day. It is the battle for Los Angeles. It is the LA Thieves and the LA Guerrillas, and they can settle once and for all who the best team in LA is. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, John? You know what I'm saying? I think you know what I'm saying. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. I mean, that is the one question I think everyone has always wanted answers. It's purely just about that battle for LA. Nothing else matters. Of course, that is definitely a little bit sarcastic. We have so much Call of Duty to play, Miles, throughout the weekend. Frankly, this match is a great way to start the day.
Unbelievable, man. Great way to start the day. But you know what? We've actually nearly got the game ready, so we may as well just roll straight into this one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already bought a t-shirt, go for it. Please put your hands together. The LA Thieves.
I'm with my gang, with my squad, what the fuck you want? So I got people just tuning in, and I'm not strong. Sometimes I get so high, I never land. Ain't no need to overthink it, I already understand. They be plotting on my downfall and need another plan. But we welcome all that hating, I'm like, they can come again. Made a stack off the game and gave 100 to my man. I don't owe no money to him, I just did it cause I can,
LA Thieves, they look apart, but can they walk the walk now as we go into this series against the LA Guerrillas? Kenny, TJHaLy, Slasher, and Temp. One half of our Los Angeles representation here in the Call of Duty League. And I would say without a shadow of a doubt, a team that a lot of folks are looking at and going, okay, they could possibly win the major. They've got some issues here or there, chance, but they're a solid team, there's no doubt.
I mean, they have everything you could possibly want. You want talent, you got that across the board in spades. Do you want like respawn players? Again, same thing, S&D, anything. And more importantly, great teamwork as well that they have shown. They are like playing the game as good as anyone else in the game right now. So absolute force to be reckoned with. If you're picking them to win the tournament, it is not a bad team to try to get yourself behind. So a lot of Call of Duty again to see exactly where they stand come tournament time, but Thieves are an exciting team to watch.
They are a very exciting team to watch. Now, though, it is time to meet their opponents. I don't think they've yet to drop their merch line, but when you do, get over there, get in the cart, click add, and we'll see you on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, the Los Angeles Guerrillas.
The Guerrillas getting it done. I'm loving what I'm seeing out of the LAG. Silly finds the first. Lovely teamwork. My God.
Gets dealt with the pressure inside the hill and the double nade from aBeZy.
Salt lines him up, finds himself too.
Vivid just has the one to win against Octane.
And Vivid has got his number. Beautiful round. Fantastic execution from the LA Guerrillas. Oh yeah.
The LA Guerrillas, a team that were the sole source of lactose there for the Seattle Surge last season, have now started to buck their way up the standings. LAG, Chance, Vivid, Assault, Silly, aBeZy, a new look for this roster, and they do not look bad at all.
And we need to figure out where this team ceiling is, but I will say this has become one of my favorite teams to watch. This is a group of 4 guys that they care about teamwork seemingly more than everyone else in the league. They will take their time to make sure that every push is with 4 players. They're very controlled. Their search and destroy has always been a pleasure to watch. Of course, we just don't know how high these guys can go. Honestly, again, the match that we have against the Thieves, the perfect start for them. You get to see them against some of the most talented Call of Duty players in the world and see exactly where they stand.
Well, we're almost ready to get into the series again. That checkmate hardpoint is on its way. Before we do, though, let's take a quick look at our game fuel keys to victory. We're going to be talking about LAG first, Chance. Where do you put them in this series?
Well, I mean, where I put them, well, frankly, it's the S&D that they're going to need to rely on, right? The Thieves have all the slaying power in the world. Their respawns have been on point. So you got to make sure when it comes to search, you have every single one of their tendencies just figured out. Where do they like to play aggressive? If they're hitting top piano on Miami aggressively, what's going on in the flank? You have to have a very clear understanding of where these players are going to be at all times. For the second point, your ABTs, always be trading. The most important thing for this team in Respawn is trading out the kills. Again, we talked about their teamwork. They will take the time to get all these 4 pushes together. The problem is you don't trade out those kills and you waste all that time trying to set up for a push. Well, then you start to get bullied out, and that's when other teams start to go on runs.
We are making the game fuel keys to victory for Los Angeles Thieves.
Well, the out-preparedness, I think, is the biggest factor for those guys. LA Guerrillas, when they're playing in Search and Destroy, they will have like some default setups that they work with and then make all of the adjustments on the fly. That is the style Guerrillas like to go with, which means on the flip side for the Thieves, you gotta be patient, man. If you try to bully them out, they will be constantly setting up traps for you to fall into. You kind of have to sniff out what the opponent's gonna be bringing to the table. And the same kind of thing is for Respawn. If there is a quiet moment, 20 seconds have gone by and there's not a gunfight coming on, that means all 4 of those players have gone for some setup on a hard point break, on a control, whatever it's going to be, and you need to be prepared for it. Even for 8 S&D, we can get more in depth later, but there are some prime examples of the Guerrillas making sure that their pinches are perfect. If these aren't prepared, they're going to get caught off guard.
Well, here we go. The match is about to get underway. Checkmate hardpoint up first, followed by a double dose of Raid. Here we go, Chance. Our first of the winners bracket, or the upper bracket matches here in our first major, and what a treat this one will be. The battle for LA for some, for others, it's just my favorite team versus someone else's favorite team. Here we go, mate. Into this one right off the rip, expecting big things from both squads out of this. They've got fast submachine gun players. Checkmate can be a real blast at times. Let's see how things go.
I will say, just to get out of the way, this is the first time we've seen the Guerrillas on this map, so we know for a fact what the Thieves can bring to the table. They are strong in hardpoint. They are strong on this map. Guerrillas, well, we simply get to find out, and TJHaLy, the man leading the charge, if he's on point, can be ferocious. Straight inside the plane he goes, and well, since they're working on the bad side, you see the game plan. Contest for a bit, let the nades come through, and then you push on the attack.
Yeah, nice opening trades again once dust starts to settle. That's where you really see the scoreline start to develop here. Temp is doing a lot of work, man. Temp is putting bullets everywhere there in the center of the plane. Not too much, you know, fanfare, but nonetheless, it's going to be TJ there trying to make his way forward. Sadly, it's a bit of a team kill, a little bit of a mistake towards the backside of the plane there for Thieves, but nonetheless, they're going to get back on point. This is an opportunity now for the Guerrillas to pick up a bit of time. Eyes on the spawners. Now they can finally divert their attention one way. How do they set up for the push, though? aBeZy on the outside of the wing now. It's going to be a bit of a contest for that final 20 seconds. We do have LA Thieves just about spawning out. On the right-hand side of the map, that's where we're going to be looking forward to the next hard point. And Los Angeles Guerrillas, they're looking all good, but it's a nice kill feed. Lighting up that beautiful red. Thieves managed to get themselves out of trouble.
That was some nice team shots just to take Silly down. Now you actually have, what was it, TJ trying to jump up inside of NASA, but right now the Guerrillas actually kind of pinned back in their spawn. They don't have a lot of presence on the map, and Will Slasher with the 2-piece inside of NASA, able to at least block those top left spawns and get his team inside the hill. Thieves, frankly, they're just trying to hold this from the front.
They're doing the best they possibly can. Kenny wins a bigger one on the back. Can he find any more from inside this room? No, through the brick wall, the bullets go. Slasher will not find any success there on the close range engagements again. That's mid-map now wide open. Here come the Thieves on the push. Assault manages to land 2 of them there. That was a long-range kill that he managed to find from a great distance. Vivid goes down straight away, they're on point. And Thieves, they are hot on the heels of this one, but the Guerrillas are just about winning those scrap battles. Now though, we go to underneath the plane for the next hard point. Pops up in about 13 seconds. aBeZy and Co in position. As you can see that minimap, those red arrows, that is the LA Thieves, and they are swarming.
Question is, this is honestly one of the more difficult hills in the game to hold. Honestly, a time where we've seen a team like New York, they'll pull out 4 XM4s to make it happen. So you try to keep that in the back of your mind. You see Vivid on the top lane able to find a bit of an opening. Now you can go for the push inside the hill. The pinch is perfect. aBeZy able to take down 2 and the 3rd. The break is in. Guerrillas, not only do they still have the lead, now they can try to run it up.
aBeZy, 7-5 overall. Starting to push these players back. A nice opening there. Assault on the other side of the board. 8-5. Beautiful work now holding down this hard point. Here comes the push from the Thieves. TJ leading the charge. Slasher backing him up. Kenny's going to find the kills on the inside. So once again, LA Thieves, the breaks are good. But on Checkmate, a position like this, a lot of angles to work with on the underside of that plane. It is an absolute fiesta. Still, LAG, they have walked away with the vast majority of the scrap time here. And that is keeping them in this one. Some fancy footwork there from TJHaLy. The old left, right, up and down. Managed to find a nice kill on aBeZy there. But again, don't worry too much about these individual kills for now. I mean, this hardpoint, it's a mosh pit right there in the center of the map. Now things start to get a little bit more controlled. Over towards the A street by these large containers. This is where things could get dicey. LAG once again in control. Here comes a push from the Thieves.
They just got their trophy down, maybe a little bit too late. You see the nades, and more importantly, just Temp himself rolling through the instant break-in on A Street. Unfortunately, though, it's actually a split spawn coming in. Kenny does read it, but he loses the gunfight. TJ gets the trade, and well, frankly, for the Thieves, on the flip side, inside the point, getting all the kills they need. Split spawn dealt with, and now you got Guerrillas. You know exactly where they're coming from. Everyone with that wood spawn until, well, I say that, Silly spawns in the back. This time, Thieves seem unaware.
Oh, Thieves got a big fight ahead of them. Let's see how they react to this one. It's time for a quick Astro Gaming listen in with the LA Thieves.
Yeah, low flank.
Is one flank? He's in new very well. Low right app.
Yeah, low right. And I right crate.
I don't see him low right, guys.
I'm upstairs, guys.
I'm gonna help back. Our stairs still dead.
I spawned out. Don't hit front. Come.
Our stairs again. Nice.
And spawn back on you.
He's front pillar. He back a slow, absolute back walls, back tower. He's going back to walls. I got nail pillar.
Pillar and gen.
Assault's back walls. Assault's back walls. Vivid dead. Assault's back walls. He just went to the stairs. Kill the trophy time.
Inwood Tilly, we can cook. Inwood Tilly.
Pillar, which one did, guys?
I can
They have a trophy now. Engine. App. Inwood. One shot. Two pillar. Two on the pillar. Two pillar. We can pillar.
One shot dead.
Nice. Two pillar.
Kill the trophy now.
Nice. One pillar.
Tell him he's laying down.
And wood wall.
One shot pillar.
Pillar.
Pillar
hopped over.
They may spawn out, bro. Oh no, we spawned.
Let's kick up right now. Split. I have time, TJ. I have time.
Low plane. Top plane.
I don't see anyone on our stairs.
I think they stairs assault.
Spawn back, Jen.
He's low Lego. 2 Lego.
Interplane.
Hey, there's 2 Lego, bros.
You can get to our stairs.
Thieves on the mic there, things sounding good so far. Chance, you heard a lot of great comms, very specific call-outs there from either side. Trophy management on point.
I mean, honestly, just great work from both of these teams. Like, you got Guerrillas getting the setups, holding for a decent chunk of time, and, well, Thieves taking the time to make sure that they get the breaks and don't throw away any full 60s. Frankly, though, a lot of this is just because of what TJ and Temp have been doing with the SMGs, and on the flip side, aBeZy is right there next to him. Again, we see on this P1 hill, Vivid, even with the sub, is the man rocking all the way at the back shark fin, just blocking those spawns. Everyone else making plays inside the hill. aBeZy wants to go on the flank. Easy kills for him. Frankly, this is a P1 hill where Guerrillas have been fairly dominant.
This is pure dominance right now. I mean, Thieves are looking on the back foot from start to finish. Assault can't quite read the push there from Kenny, who, like lightning, shot right through the cabin there. Cellium now trying to make his way in from the back. 15 seconds remaining. Once again, we have LAG with that right-hand side of the map. Guerrillas looking fine so far. 10 seconds on the contest from Silly. It's a small play, but it's an important one. Kill doesn't matter too much, but he kept like 5-6 seconds out of the hands of the Thieves there. Now they're still looking to push in towards the next hard point. Spawns towards the back now from the Guerrillas. 3-man push through the front for Thieves. aBeZy doing what he can now to lock down these players at the back. He and Temp now in the duel, that back right-hand side of the map. Thieves are swarming. Temp finds the kill, and now things are starting to warm up a little bit for the Los Angeles Thieves. They get back on point. Guerrillas, I take it all back. It's 2 clean kills from Vivid. It's 1 from aBeZy in the feed. Things are looking great. They've still got the point.
Oh, that is beautiful work, man. Temp even makes a smart play to hunt Ab down in the back, but Guerrillas respond in kind. Able to get the hill with 30 seconds left. This is a problematic situation for the Thieves, man. They're down by 80 points. They want the scrap, but they can't get anywhere, and they barely have map control. Maybe Temp on the map can make the hero play, but you see he's dealing with 2. Just got shot maybe 13 times. Silly finally takes him down. But hey, job well done by Guerrillas, man. They have a sizable lead going into this, and keep in mind, their S&D has been their backbone. If you start up 1-0 in the series, Guerrillas are going to be in a great spot long term.
You still, you could have dropped a mixtape with the amount of hit markers you just made there. That was rhythmic. Half a mag into a man to bring him down, but look at that. LAG, 200 points now, climbing. We do have some solid control right now for LA Thieves, but again, this bottom hard point, a tough one to make work. Test time has been all good so far, and the scrap's even better for LAG, and the break is on. That's going to be good. They're going to get to the point. They're cleaning up the trophies from aBeZy. Good work. Nice, important to do the housekeeping so far. This could be it. A big hold here puts you well and truly within the win distance for LAG, and what a way to open the series. Thieves now trying to push in from the back foot once again. They are struggling to get the breaks here on checkmate. Temp's eyes are already on, the comms are there. Kenny's going to make his way forward, with a big individual win. Now it's 20 seconds remaining on the point. We have got a lot of Thieves players down low for now, but the rotation's already underway. Assault's in position, and he's looking to close out the game.
Opportunity maybe here for the Thieves to get this rotation over. aBeZy effectively by himself for the moment. He's the lone man trying to keep these players at bay, and Slasher is there to take him down. A long way to go for the Thieves, but maybe a little bit of clearance. Kenny trying to be the cutoff man towards the actual point, but you can see all those white arrows swarming in and around. Patient on the trigger discipline. There's inside the hill. The opening picks are there, but Vivid on the flank is causing problems.
Oh, so many problems. Problem after problem. He picks up more, and that could be it. This could be the win right now for LAG. Viv is going to push these players out on spawn. If he gets good timing, they're dead. Temp's going to be the first lined up. Here he goes. Vivid now looking to just drive the dagger home. There's the first. Kenny wins a big one on the back, though. But is it going to be enough? You still have to get the guy out of the point. It's going to be one clean break now from Thieves. Slash is going to get it done. With that, you breathe a sigh of relief for now, but it's a 10-point now victory for the Guerrillas. If Thieves can hold this perfectly, which arguably they can, they're going to have to do it all over again on the next point. Here we go. Rotation's underway. LA Thieves looking to get it done. Hopefully they have a trophy at hand for this one, because again, without trophy control, it's 5th point, nearly impossible to hold on to. And we are going to see the Guerrillas dive in there, get a couple more scrap points, put themselves at now 5 for the win. Chances could be it. Here we go.
Big win by Slasher, though, at least to get that early time, and no problem's going to be caused. Temp playing a nice off angle in the back, so if these players try to flank, they're going to get chopped down, and Tim and TJ working together, they get those 2 kills, but in the actual hill, Vivid's managed to find a way to contest. Kenny is there to take him down, and the first push does get stopped. Thieves are not out of this yet.
Yeah, they're setting up well for this one. As long as they win their fights and stay alive here, this could be great. Kenny from the contest position there by those boxes. He's staying alive. TJ finds another 2. That's massive from TJ. TJ finds 3 in the kill feed. He's still going, baby. This is looking great. Thieves are still alive and kicking. Assault gets put on his back at the top side of the plane, and Kenny and co are still alive and well. Another 20 seconds the Thieves can grab. They can't let this go, and they still have to rotate. This hard point has been their bane. The top plane has not been kind to them all map long, and now they have to go back in there again. Slash is winning big fights all over the place, keeping the hard point in hand. 5 seconds though, and the next one opens up, and this could be it. Thieves are back on it. Temp and TJ slip slide through. Temp lands a couple of shots. Vivid on the wing, finding a few more, and aBeZy once again finding those kills. Watch the contest. No, that could be it. It looks like Guerrillas have cleaned up the last members of the Thieves, and it ain't a steal. It's a warfare from the Guerrillas. 250, 191 chance. I think we may have a series on our hands.
And that is just a huge fat one. Guerrillas this far on the season have only won 2 series, both of which went to Game 5, both of which they had to win both of their search and destroys. They just had to steal a respawn. Well, they just got that outright, and it didn't seem like a steal. It felt like dominance from the team, I will say. They play like machines, Miles. They really do. Even on the P1 setup, right? You have Vivid chilling on the back fin. Your teammates are triple stacked inside the plane. And honestly, a great setup, because you get the coverage from the back fin. You can see both lanes. You watch your teammates back. No flanks are going to come through. And then anytime someone respawns from the Guerrillas, well, Vivid then goes into the plane. The teammate fills in the spot. And it honestly, it's just like machinery, this team. Absolute clockwork. They can provide a hell of a way to start the day.
Yeah, nice start for Guerrillas. Quick look at the stats there for that fast match there. And again, big work coming out of TJ at 33 and 30 there. A little slower there from Slasher in the main AR role, still a lot of damage dished out, but I mean for the Guerrillas, like it was fantastic from aBeZy, man, start to finish. 31 and 22 overall, that 5.3k damage, massive stuff from them. And the rest of the squad, even Stevens across the board, man. Everyone doing their thing, everyone pulling their weight. Guerrillas, they're going to take map number 1. That's it. First map done here of the day. We are going to now take a very quick commercial break. And when we come back, Call of Duty fans, you treat to something special. It's going to be a raid, search and destroy between these 2 teams. Stay cozy, stay comfy. It's only the second day of the major, friends. We're going nowhere.
Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G.
Cellium hold the line. What a start. Assault. Wow. 1, 2. Woo-hoo-hoo. Give it to him. Oh! Non-stop, dude. They've got nowhere to run.
Now the victory lap.
Oh, no, no, no.
Your quick scope now for this series. As we're saying, getting back into this one, it's the battle for Los Angeles, and honestly, chance a big upset, I think, in the opening map there. As you look at the hardpoint records, Thieves losing out that checkmate there gets the Guerrillas off to a great start.
Going into that search and destroy, man, for Guerrillas, that has been their key to success. It's both the series they won both of the S&Ds, and it went to a game 5. They can keep it up on Raid, that would be incredible to watch, but this is where all of the preparation really comes into effect, right? We've seen both of these teams play on Raid Search, a little bit less so for the Thieves. They've only played it once, but you got the Guerrillas that are 2-0 on it. And like Miles, we casted the last time they played against Toronto on this map, and what kinds of things did we see? Generic setups on offense that eventually go into play calls. You had when they're giving up the bomb plant on B and they just go for the full 4-man retake on site and just swarming Toronto. I mean, they just eviscerated. And again, it was purely almost like from a strat perspective, because the Thieves really need to make sure they're on point, make sure that they did their homework. Try not to get caught off guard. Like if we see a plan on B from the Thieves, it's a full 4-man swarm and all the flanks get hit at the exact same time and they're not ready for it. That's just a lack of prep. But obviously Thieves, phenomenal S&D players they have on their team. I'm expecting some sort of a bounce back.
Yeah, it should be this should be an absolute banger. It really should be a great map. Looks like we're going to see a couple of players making their way in towards that B or the A site now with that bomb in hand. The lone defender here towards A. You got Slasher and Co over towards the middle of the map. That's actually a great spot to be in for TJ and Temp there. Sorry, Slasher is way over towards Laundry. TJ and Temp in the middle of the map, they're able to oscillate between that A and B push depending on what happens. But LAG might be picked up on this. I mean, that flash is going to give away a little bit of intel. But here comes the wind-up. Here comes the hit. The tag's through the wall there. Nades up over the top. TJ with a nice tag. Nice tag! Temp finds 2. That's a nice opener here from Thieves. 2 kills right off the rip. Kenny now pinches the trap, but Vivid drives the spear forward. Will manage to purchase some of the space here on the A site. The 3 remaining members of Thieves, though, now wind up. See if they can't find the push. And it looks like all 3 of them are going to be hitting the back.
I think you got aBeZy, trying to clear out Kitchen. That might be the clearance for Vivid to make a move. But if they're staying around this A site, you hear the gunfights coming through. Vivid spotted out a couple. He knows they're all around bedroom. He's trying to stay alive, but Slasher's going to catch him. Well, aBeZy, you got some decisions to make. Do you play for kills, try to plant the bomb? What's your plan? And I think he's just hoping some kills come his way.
Here they come, all 3 of them. Wait! Oh my god. Oh my god. aBeZy, 1 goes down. aBeZy in a 1v3. Tagged up. But boy, did he get some damage in there. Oh boy. I was clenched. I'm not going to lie, man. I like the 3-man hold hand push together. Like, you got your bus buddy and you're all making this work together, but that almost backfired.
I mean, hey, as long as you don't stack up completely and you play it aggressive to make sure you can slide behind some cover, it's all good. But you got to imagine aBeZy's eyes just widen when he saw all 3 players cross, just getting ready to hunt. But for Thieves right here comes the B push. We've seen Guerrillas play this on defense where they will effectively give it up, where Silly, who's the man, will back down out of Laundry and wait for his teammates to flank, and the flank already coming through Art.
Here comes aBeZy. Man, he's got a hot hand right now. Oh, big read from Slasher. Big read. Gets the kill. TJ and Temp now looking to push through the back end of the kitchen, maybe getting towards A, but it is going to be Silly there, sitting by the big old rock, watching that backside. Assault just worried about mid-map. Great spot to be in. Silly's not going to move. There's no reason for Silly to move at all. This is a power position. It's an important part of the map to watch. B-bomb will be planted. Here comes Silly, making his way forward. Nice tag. Here comes the push now from the back end from LAG. They are going for it. Assault, couple of tags up. Making his way forward. Temps might pinch the timing. Good here. Finds 1. Another player up top. Oh, dirty Temp! Gets it done with the right hand. That's going to be huge. Now it's 30 seconds remaining in the round. That's a big win. Thieves. Ooh, that went from 0 to 100 fast.
That is perfect play call from Temp as well, man. Just coming through, times the flank perfectly, reaction times for the beatdown. I feel like you could honestly see some of the better players in like Black Ops 4 just based off of like the shot punch. Just shades from a few years back for Temp, but completely on point with it. And that's a big round too, because that was a 2v3. That is TJ getting picked, the lone man. If Temp tries to play that passively, you got to imagine the Swarm for Guerrillas would be on point for the retake again. Instead, big plays needed, big plays achieved. He is with that 2-0 lead, and, well, again, you talk about the standard setup. Guerrillas going right back to it.
Thinking about players I'd like to have seen in Black Ops 4, Shotzzy, McKizzy. That'd have been a delight. Over towards the A-bomb we go. Sorry, dude, what were you going to say?
Been a nightmare.
It would have been a nightmare, right? Stims, shot punching. DJ mid-map, watching the push out through Zig. The one-man slasher is going to be over by Laundry, and the rest of them making their way forward. Kenny, if you peek this, look at the right time. Hey, Assault, what up, man? I just saw the tip of the cap. We will tip that cap to Kenny as he finds that first kill, stops the bomb going down, and that is a wrench in the works for LAG right now. They have got to make something happen here. We've got just about 40 seconds now remaining on the clock. Kill for Vivid would be great. You've got to recover the bomb and still get the plant. Slasher finds another one there. Oh boy, it's starting to fall to pieces. If it's one kill chance, I don't know if it's enough. 3v2. Slasher and TJ watching mid-map, no problem, but I think they're going to commit to this A push. If they go up the steps, Vivid's doing it. Leading the charge. They both get their ones. That's now a 2v1 situation. 20 on the clock. And that's the round, baby. Unreal.
Oh, good guy. Well, we could see it again from Silly's perspective as well. They knew Slasher was posted up in kitchen right, and Slasher again tries to get the timing. I think they wanted to swarm down, pull steps, and instead effectively just sliding into death, and Silly with the reach out for pull steps. Nice read on where Temp was coming through. Big plays on both sides of the board right now. And honestly, maybe it just needs to be a situation if you get the first bloods, just close it out. Take your time. Don't have to retake a bomb site that if the bomb isn't actually planted. Either way, though, Thieves again right back to B instead of the passive play. Actually, if Guerrillas are sending 2 here, they might want to try to stop this bomb from going down outright. It looks like with the information, they're playing it passive once again. They are waiting for some sort of flank to come through. Maybe Assault can be that guy.
It's a 4-man hit. It's heavy. Right in through B. TJ, I mean, he is dancing with death right now. He's really trying to find those opening kills. This is the TJ you love to see. He's bold. He is aggressive. Oh, boy. He saw shoulders. Oh, my God. Unlucky timing. aBeZy, though. Maybe able to pick up more here. Oh, Silly. Backs him up. Slasher now trying to level the playing field. Assault, great angle through mid. Slasher does get a tag in. So now it's a 1v3 situation for Kenny. And Kenny's like, he's not in a bad position, but timing there from Silly just a little too fast. That's another nice round back-to-back for Guerrillas.
And the Guerrillas, they're just so willing to just play so patient in the back and just let you make mistakes. They will give up laundry control, effectively, in a certain extent, giving up site control as well, at least off the rip. Obviously, they're going for the swarm. That's when you see him taking down TJ, but they will happily just give up map control over towards the B site, and they will retake in so many different ways, whether it be a triple stack laundry side or sending 3 players on the flank. Again, Guerrillas are very happy to just constantly make these mid-round adjustments. Feel out the round for information, and information's there. He spots 3 on the cross, know the pressure's coming, and Silly trying to just run away for his life.
Oh, Temp's on the chase. Big tags. I mean, he was brave to go back for that one. Low HP, 1 more bullet. Manages to land from Assault there. It's a fast bomb plant though at A, and they've got a lot of coverage here. Slasher wins a big one against Vivid in the back. Now Assault trying to watch these players through front. Tags there. TJ on the second slide. The bait and switch. Flash goes through. Assault has to retreat. He can't hold this lane alone now, and here come some machine guns of Thieves. I mean, they're coming up the stairs. Knock, knock. Do you have a moment to talk? Oh my God, about Jesus. aBeZy now in the middle of the map, trying to find these kills. There it goes. Finds another. Slashes on the defuse, though. 15 seconds. aBeZy's got to quick check it. Got to quick check it. Got to go. Got to go. Thieves get the defuse.
That is a bold call from Slasher, too, just to stick on that bomb. As soon as TJ falls, I mean, if you cut on the inside of the pool steps right there, potentially Kenny from bedroom might not be able to get the trades, but Slasher incredibly trusting in his teammates, sticks the bomb, gets the defuse. And honestly, that just might have been a round given away by Vivid. I think a little bit too aggressive, loses that gunfight on Slasher. Because honestly, the play call wasn't bad, pushed through basketball, but Slasher, big brain, knows to be ready for the gunfights after the bomb plant goes down. makes this stick towards the end. Nice round from the Thieves to take that lead.
Yeah, man, they just dive the bomb like that. Hard thing to do, but big old Slasher gets it done. aBeZy, though, looking to catch these players unaware. He saw the gun of TJ. See you later, brother. That is a nice first blood. Slasher on the immediate bounce back. aBeZy, no, he's going to get another nice kill there as TJ goes down. Sorry, it was Temp that died. I apologize. I was looking elsewhere. He does find that kill. Now it's going to be 3 members of the Thieves going up against the lone Assault. Timing could be cool to catch maybe 1 or 2, but this is going to be a very difficult situation to fight back from. 2 players there on the A-bomb site. No bomb down just yet. And they are actually going to go for the kill. Like, this is the same thing we thought Guerrillas do. We're going to see them now push this player out and try to find it on their own. And Chance Assault, he's dancing with them.
Oh, and he can hear him too. He heard at least 1 player top garden.
Oh my god. He could go back. Are they going to hit A again? They are. Oh my god. Assault, just hold it. Just hold it. This could be huge. The timing. Did they see him? No, they didn't. 20 seconds. If he goes back, quick check B. He's not there. That's so unlucky from Assault. He's doing everything right. He stayed alive in this situation for so long. And now Thieves once again holding hands. Kenny and Slasher. They've got eyes on the bomb. Slasher's watching the staircase. Here comes Assault. Nice big one. 27 seconds remaining and a 1v1 now for Assault. He is still kicking. Kenny, ants in his pants, moving around a little bit. There's the tags. Thieves, they don't let it get out of hand. It's 4-2.
And just nice repositioning from Kenny towards the end. That's a moment where you go for the instant trade. The man is gone, and you're like, oh dear, he can come back. He can go to garden. He can flank through pull steps. You got so many options, but Kenny, again, this is his wheelhouse, his bread and butter. He lives for those situations. And honestly, thinking back, I think the biggest problem with that previous round was just Vivid getting picked by Slasher again when he was inside Tiki, because aBeZy found that first opening. You can't throw away lives, and right now Slasher might just have Vivid's number.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. aBeZy did something to Assault. It wasn't the right nade. It might have been another stick, but oh boy, that seems to happen on Raid. Let's be real. And Garrison. On Raid mostly. That's a very unfortunate start to the round right now for Guerrillas. They're going to try to make up for that slight blunder with this 3-man push towards the back. It's going to come all down to Slasher. If they don't engage those players in on towards the ring, Slasher's position here, if he catches them moving back, I mean, you can see Silly throwing shoulders. Vivid making his way forward now. aBeZy as well. Thieves are circling around him. Thieves now trying to close the gap. Slasher's going to find the kill, and with that, you're in trouble now. But the Guerrillas, they say go for it, man. They're hitting the gas, going straight forward. aBeZy finds one more. Temp brings his Krig to the party, and boy, does it hit hard. That's a nice big kill. That puts Silly now in a 1 versus 3. Now a 1v2. Less than 30 on the clock. We're seeing plenty of these on Raid so far, but no one's quite been able to clutch up. Here comes a 2-man push. Nice timing. Silly with a big win. But not enough to get it done. Thieves, 5-2, map point.
And Slasher's putting in work. You got to give him credit. I mean, maybe the first blood with the team nade, obviously helpful. At the start of the round, not ideal, but even still, he kills Vivid off the cross when he tries to slide at jungle. He does not take another gunfight, even though he's full HP. Probably knows they're going to be coming from. Just says, hey, I did my job. We got a 4v2. I need to wait for my teammates. Runs away, lets the help from Temp come in. And then it's just trades after that. Because again, Guerrillas, they are making these rounds dicey, but Slasher right now especially on point in this map number 2. Talk about the map spread. A similar setup from the Thieves we've seen from the Guerrillas. Just waiting for some action to happen, and this time Vivid is the one able to get that first pick to open up the round for Guerrillas.
See if they can take advantage of that first blood. It's Temp now on the right side of trouble. You can see those Guerrillas players all over mid-map now. They're playing this quite passively. Kenny, nice pick. That's a window now that they've got to work with. Trophy's clear. Silly's going to try and make something happen in towards the B-bomb site, and that's where the bomb's moving now. So if he times this right, it's going to be sweet. He's planting. Does Silly check it? Assault's coming now to back him up. There goes the bomb down. Silly and Assault lining up now to make the fight work out. Vivid's going to back him up. Gets the submachine gun involved. Can they bring him now to the front where he can really deal that damage? Temp's coming up close. Nice bit of work there. Kenny on the crossfire. Silly finds the perfect angle. Now it all comes down to Slasher. Slasher making it a 1v2. Silly and Assault now versus the Mad Titan. 22 seconds on the bomb. Silly's going to take the top of the head. As you rightfully should do. Should have gone for the head.
not out of it yet. Get the win in dude, this is just such a competitive search and destroy we have right now. And even still, I think the first bloods, whoever's getting them, almost seemingly costly, right? I think aBeZy was the first one to fall in the middle of the map. And even still, the Thieves, after they get the plant down, just fall apart one by one. And the teamwork for Guerrillas, as impressive as always. The double chow from the 2 world champs, Seany and Assault, timed as well as you could expect. Still for the Guerrillas, quite a few rounds to go. Of course, they still have to deal with Slasher. It's still been on point this entire map. 9 kills to his name, but hey, Seany, to his credit, right there with him.
Yep. Keeping it all together. They have to play perfect search and destroy from here on out. Thieves are on map point still. TJ and Temp, some machine guns in mid-map, trying to find those opening pushes and those players coming out of the... There it is, the Zig, Zilly. Oh, Zilly finds one. Immediate trades there from Temp. Nice bit of work. 3v3. Oh, Vivid can't get out of his spawn. Semtex helps out, but the push now from the Guerrillas, they know they've got him weak. They know they've got him against the ropes. Temp now, they're pressing the advantage. They are going to knock him down and out. This looks like the round if they can keep the aggression up. Trades keep coming through. It's now a good old 2v2, but here come Thieves from behind. aBeZy, get that bomb down and get out of dodge while you still can. Kenny, looking over the bomb site, won't see a thing. Guerrillas are set up now. They're going to hold on for the push.
They're playing the waiting game too. They're waiting for Guerrillas to make a mistake. That bomb is planted for basketball. That is the one thing the Thieves need to clear out. Bomb check is good for the moment. Kenny, though, he knows he's pinned in the right corner.
Go. And he's making his way forward. Assault wins the big fight. Our 2v1. Temp's on it. Temp's on it. He goes down to aBeZy. Guerrillas, they stay strong. One more round to tie everything up.
Good wins, man. You get the bomb planted. Vivid, he might still be getting picked off, it seems like, in quite a few of these rounds, but the Thieves are taking 2 players and they have to send them in garage to make it happen. Opens up different bomb plant spots. You can get it planted for basketball. A nice 2v2 towards the end. And a small thing, but for Guerrillas, they'll have similar setups, but just sort of interchange the different players. I have to imagine for Thieves, that's got to be difficult to keep track of. Like, you're seeing different players in the same spots. You don't know who's going to be where. A tough team to play against, but obviously Thieves on offense. Leaning towards B, waiting for these flanks to come through. Slasher spots aBeZy on the cross.
Finds nothing but a flak jacket, though. It's Vivid looking towards the A push. You've got 2 members now of Guerrillas in mid. It is a heavy, heavy stack towards B for Thieves. Again, strength in numbers. They're trying to find something special here. With that bomb going down, they're going to force the play now from the Guerrillas. They have to now make the move on them. They've got the angles. It's all about the timing now for LAG. If they can find an opening kill, if they can catch someone unaware, that would be huge. Silly once again by his rock. TJ now, he's on the edge of death. If he makes his way forward, it's bad. Assault wins the first opening gunfight against Slasher, and that's it. That's the problem with all these angles. Silly finds another one as well. Vivid makes his way forward. This could be an absolutely perfect round. Kenny, you're in serious trouble, my friend. The damage is done. There's 20 seconds to get the defuse, and that is going to be round 11. Oh boy, Chance, here we go. Thieves are starting to fizzle out.
It is absurd how patient the Guerrillas are. Bomb gets planted. They took the time to be like, all right, what's the retake? They had 3 players on the flank, and then Vivid eventually just makes the call, or someone tells them to wrap back to go and help Silly out. I mean, that's a 10, 15 second investment where they're just trusting themselves to win the gunfight, and then they just retake B again perfectly. We have seen them do it so many times in so many different scenarios. They're on point with those retakes. If I'm Thieves, I was going to say, yeah, just ignore B entirely, go back to A, try to get this bomb down straight away, and play for bedroom. See if they can make it happen. And you can see Guerrillas, well, talk about play calls that don't go your way. The perfect counter from Thieves. This is exactly what they want, as good as it gets.
It's going to be the same thing. They may 4-man push a bomb site, overwhelm it immediately, get the bomb down, but then get picked apart. Is that going to be the same case here in round 11? And here we go. Trophy's going to save the day for now. Vivid just about taps it out. Trying to clear out those players on Tiki. Kenny underneath bedroom, just watching that player push. TJHaLy on the close push. Dex is the first. TJ goes down to Silly on the trades. Trades once again, back and forth we go. It's a 2v2 right now. Assault trying to push these players through mid. aBeZy finds one more. It's all on to Kenny. Oh my God, Kenny the 1v1 against Assault, and he cleans them up. Oh baby, Guerrillas. That's gonna be the search as well, and that's 2-0 in the series.
Miles, I'm not kidding. This is one of my favorite teams to watch for good reason. They play like a machine. You can only say it so many times. The retake was perfect. They had to figure this out on the fly. Yeah, I think it was Vivid, maybe Assault, whoever it was like going all the way on the full flank, cleared out garage and said, you know what? If they're in bedroom, I don't need to flank them anyway. Let me go double up with my teammate Pool, and then the trades were perfect. Someone slides in first from basketball, he dies, Silly's there from the trades. Silly gets killed by Temp. Well, you got two players pull steps, they're there for the trades. Turns into a 2v2. You've cleared out Tiki side, you've cleared out kitchen, you know they're stuck in bedroom. They just play it perfectly. Every situation, they have an answer for. If there is a call, they will give a response. Guerrillas, man, I'm telling you, they are a force right now. 2-0 up in the series, and you can see it on the face of the Thieves. They do not know what just happened to them.
aBeZy, easy for LAG. Damn, man, what surge? Like, what? Always be trading. Always be trading.
Always.
Thieves, man, like they have to play every time. Like, cool, we got a clear bomb site. We're gonna get the bomb down. It never works out for them. Guerrillas, man, what a map that was. Stats on your screen. That's gonna be Assault 10-5, 12-7 for Silly. Like, there's not much more you can do. Like, they just win those engagements every time. Like, whether it's the opening pick, we saw that first push from Vivid coming out of basketball, slides on through, he goes down immediately. The trades, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Every single time. They were on top of that, man. Guerrillas have just got that down to a T, like a T. Whereas for Thieves, it's like they're trying to play a very, very different style of card, and it's just not working for them right now, man. Like, oh, baby. We're in for a good one, friends. That's 2-0 so far for LAG. Our Army Tactical just coming up in a moment. Chance, I'm feeling it right here in the heart. It is tense, man. Our US Army Tactical play that final round. Mate, what went wrong?
The important thing here is look at the timing, right? The two players coming through basketball, they're taking out trophies, looking for information. They don't make that first move until their two teammates double up at steps. So you had what? It was aBeZy that starts to go on the full flank. He doubles up at Pool, and that's when they make the break to go inside. It happens in the blink of an eye, but Guerrillas always prepared for it. And I will say aBeZy did, make things spicy. Pulled a Clayster, just sliding straight off the map. But again, they had the numbers, the aggression and retakes were there. And just incredible work in Search and Destroy, man. The team is on point. And outside of the rounds, we're either Slasher was getting the picks for free and no trades coming through, or Temp making the 3 pieces. Guerrillas were on point.
Guerrillas on point. And this is an upset, I think, for a lot of fans, including myself. 2-0 so far for LAG. So excited, has spat some of my breakfast out. Chance, we're going to a control now. We're staying on raid. This series is a hot one, my friend. I cannot wait to see where this one goes. Don't go anywhere, COD fans. We'll be right back. More action straight after this break.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Game Fuel. Celebrate the major by purchasing a case of Game Fuel to earn a free CDL team pack. Visit gamefuel.com/CDL for more info. Tournament audio and team listenings are powered by Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix amp of the Call of Duty League.
Hey everybody, my name is PrestigiousKey, and today I'm here to give you my predictions on which two teams I think are going to make it all the way to the major finals this coming Sunday. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you picked both OpTic Chicago and the Dallas Empire in the fan voting poll. And I gotta agree with all of you out there. I definitely see OpTic taking out the Subliners in round 1, and if they do have that inevitable matchup against Dallas in the winners round 2, I do believe that OpTic will fall to them. However, you never, ever want to count out the green wall and the damage that this veteran-led team can do. So, with that, I have them making a huge run through the elimination rounds, all the way to the winners final, where they will once again face off against the Dallas Empire for our final matchup. Come Sunday, their only obstacle is facing off against FaZe and that young stud duo of Cellium and Simp, which they're 5-0 right now, mind you. But again, I can see the veteran-led team of OpTic prevailing through it all, with the support of the green wall making a huge run, and in the end, facing off against the Dallas Empire. Speaking of which, I'm going to go ahead and give it to Dallas. They're the reigning champions and they got the MVP Crim on their side. I am an OpTic fan through and through, but I really think that Dallas has it. Drop us a line in the chat. Let us know right now, who do you think has it, OpTic or Dallas? Big thank you once again to the CDL for having me on. Enjoy the rest of Major 1 weekend.
I'm just that player that likes getting into situational gunfights, and like I just like getting crazy with smokes and all that.
What's going on, everybody? Teep bringing you Season 2 of The Barracks, brought to you by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. In this episode, we're going one-on-one with Shotzzy, the 2020 Call of Duty League MVP and one of the first champions of the Call of Duty League. Why do you think you're sort of ahead in the movement side of things? Like, obviously, people look to you, to some of your clips.
I think it's just because I look at the game completely different than everyone else.
Shotzzy's gonna sneak past Subliners. Have no idea what that is.
The 19-year-old made his name known in the Halo competitive scene with a 2018 World Championship, and now he's fragging his way to the top here in the CDL.
Like, I know exactly where they're going to be. There's one, that's 5 in a row for Shotzzy.
Stay tuned for all that and more on this episode of The Barracks.
Power position back by the 8 point. What a solid job there to get the flip to win the game.
That was The Barracks, presented by T-Mobile. You can watch the entire interview with Teep and Shotzzy on our CDL channel. You're already on that one right now. So why don't you click subscribe, why don't you hit like, and why don't you do a comment? You know, all the things you're meant to do there on YouTube. And now we're going to quickly look at our social soundboard powered by Astro. And Slack is saying, an old teammate, that aBeZy is going dad mode. You love to see it. Chance, there's no doubt about it, man. aBeZy, he has been in fine form recently.
Absolutely. I mean, Slack is exactly right. Even some of the plays he was making on hardpoint, like the 3-piece he's getting to break the hills are always great, but even the little plays where he's like going to the back of the map, hiding for a bit, buying his teammates time to come help him, you have to be on the same page with your teammates to make plays like that. But aBeZy and his teammates, again, is completely on point right now. So honestly, man, for him, it's somewhat of a renaissance. This is the best aBeZy we've seen in quite some time, man. I'm having flashbacks to so many years past. And it's fun to see, but of course, well, series by no means over. These are absolutely capable of pulling off the reverse sweep Guerrillas. Gotta make sure that they keep the fire and intensity up. Try to close it out here.
Yep, got to try and close it out here. If you give the Thieves a chance, they will try to run away with it. But here we go in a controlled, staying on raid. Map number 3 in this exciting series so far. And I was thinking, man, I got so many tweets about how I've got something in my beard. It takes my wife ages to notice something in my beard, but you lot rule on it in a split second. So is production. So you know what, guys? Thank you. I appreciate all of you deeply. Let's get it. Into the controlled chance right off the rip. And it looks like Guerrillas are going A. Oh my God. Nade.
I was going to say, that nade might connect with a lot of players, but
nades.
Blackjacket on point. Speaking of nades, yeah, Temp in the middle of the war zone. He played World War II, so he's used to the nade spam, but either way, already one tick of progress coming through. Temp, well, they're just trapping Vivid in. Kenny's able to take him down. You get the free flank. On the flip side, aBeZy, well, TJ just comes through and rips his head off. Ooh, that third tick already nearly done.
TJ's here to save the day. Can he get it done, though? He's walked his way through most of the members of the Guerrillas. He's going to get one more. TJ, 3 in a row, makes it 4. Oh, boy, is he investing in his game? We'll find out in just a minute. But that's going to be the defense over there on A as he manages to stop the final tick coming through. So big plays out of TJ, 4-0. Slasher trying to push these players forward. Timing's a little bit off, and Guerrillas, they're now getting involved. Temp, though, 2 in a row. Nice kill onto Assault. And Vivid goes down as well. And Johnny Temp starting to heat things up. Thieves looking solid on defense so far. Oh boy, TJ 5.
Awareness by Tej as well. On point. Yeah, sorry to cut you off, but the awareness on point, just going for the flank, knows there's an extra man. And Guerrillas, they've just been stuck in their base effectively. They're now trying to work their way out through B. And well, actually, Thieves pouring on the aggression. TJ trying to take these fights to him. He does get traded out, and finally, some sort of an opening. But obviously, Thieves going to be quick on the response.
Yep, here we go. Straight back at it. They're going to try to get back onto this one quick. 2 ticks on A. Here comes the first on B. LAG spreading the resources across the map. They're keeping Thieves guessing. Individual fights from Thieves going well so far. Can Temp find something here? You don't want that second tick to get involved. So waiting for his teammates to show up. The player on the back doesn't manage to win the fight. Temp's got to get involved sooner rather than later. Second tick done. Looking to not throw the lives away. Here comes the push. We're waiting for that player at the back. It's TJ. Right place, right time. Finds 2, 3. Can't get it. Vivid. Still alive there on B. So LAG, they're going to be able to capture the B point. Thieves know it. Spawning on A. So are Guerrillas. It's a foot race. And now it's a war on the A point. The gunfight's going either way. And it looks like LAG coming out on top of the trade battle. And chance once again. ABT and LAG, baby. They are getting it done. Now all we have to do is cap A.
They're there. I mean, they're here. Thieves, they're going to have to flood into the hill. And they don't even have time. How fast a round can end. Guerrillas, I mean, we saw the setup over towards B. Thieves took a lot of time to try to set it up. And that gunfight, not the normal ones for it to turn into, but it was a 1v1 between TJ and Vivid, both with SMGs, both with a long-distance gunfight. Vivid, though, the shots as accurate as you could possibly want. Wins that, gets the B capture, and Grills just the instant retake over towards B as well. This is just such a difficult team to play against. Decision making on point, doing things instantly. And really, Thieves, unless they're pushing the pace, I mean, they've just been struggling.
Let's see what we've got now for LAG. We're going to go into a very quick Astro Gaming listen in. Los Angeles Guerrillas.
I'm flanking art.
Their side now. Still their side. Van.
Three on it.
Van. Siege, absolute right side. Absolute right side.
Nice, we're missing one. It's
Top laundry. Going up the back.
They're gonna spawn close to you on you. They're gonna spawn B on you.
I spawned B. I spawned B. You might finish kitchen or something.
I'm in their spawn.
Bottom Kenny. Get someone base. Yeah, let's get switching our base.
I'm flanking B. I'm flanking B.
Okay, I think it's basketball. I think it's basketball. Cry. Stand, bottom. I'm dead. I challenge it.
Two top bed and bottom bed.
Actually, I have your help. I have your help for money. They went A.
1A, 2 bed. Make sure we get these guys
dead.
dead.
Top bed, also hit point. He's left side top bed. The rest are going A.
Oh man, Donnie's in our.
We're probably have to chalk A. We have to help him bed. We gotta go off and get back control.
I should win.
Keep him in.
Here, zero quick.
There was a guy, Zio's Donnie.
Close weak, Donnie.
Donnie dead. We are long range.
I'm getting bed. Alright, work this together.
I'm going top. Hold back. You ready to help me? I'm throwing shoulder.
I'm showing. He's bottom. He's bottom bed and one's outer. Bottom.
Chance crisis comes there from Guerrillas while they lose that A point. Thieves looking solid on the offense here, but I mean, any takeaways there from the comms?
I mean, I think just the game plan that they have, it's an ask and ye shall receive kind of situation where they're like, we need bed control, we got to clear out Slasher. Silly provides. Unfortunately, you see, well, Thieves took their time to make sure they don't give this place up. aBeZy, yeah, fortunate timing. He's going to get shot in the back. Bedroom control nowhere to be found. That is 3 down. Make it all 4 for the Thieves. The moment to go to B is here. Looks like they might be taking their time. You see 2 players still coming out of bedroom. Temp by himself on point.
He does go down as well. Now it's on TJ. There are trophies all around him. They're going to slow this push down, and it's the aggression right now from LAG. That's where Thieves are finding the opportunities. They're just letting those players from Guerrillas run on past them, playing those corners tight, punishing them when they can. Slasher and TJ, once again, methodical approach now onto the B zone. Checking every single corner. Again, a great job done here. And Slasher just top of the bar stool there. I didn't know you could mount that. That's great. Vivid's going to try to find those players in mid. It's a 3-man push through mid now. LAG looking to clean this one out. Kenny backs on up. Nice tags. Puts aBeZy back for a brief moment. Here comes the capture now at B. And Temp right in off spawn. Reinforcements now arriving. Going to be as many players there on point as they possibly can. And Thieves, I like this, man. They're going in and out. They're playing this great, but aBeZy on the flank. Can he find all 3? Oh my god, he's still alive. aBeZy. Still straight dad mode. Temp goes down to the trades. That's going to be 32 seconds remaining here in the round, Chance. The life count even as you like. And I like the map control right now for LAG. They're trying to push this one away.
And they're just running out of time, though. They know Vivid's in their spawn causing problems, but they haven't found him yet. And as long as he's alive, it's a constant thorn in their side. Thorn is going to affect it. And while Silly picks up 2, Vivid's still there. And I mean, 10 seconds left. You got to chalk the round up. You're down on lives. And even still, you're down 1-0 in the series. So many problems the Thieves are having. They give it the last-ditch effort. And aBeZy there for the 3rd. Assault there for the 4th. Dad mode activated, and just a clean and easy and stress-free win from the Guerrillas, at least in that round. They really are, Miles. They're just making it look easy.
Dude, aBeZy's putting the kids to bed. It'll be the final round, not just of the map, but of the series. Los Angeles Guerrillas have come to play, and what an upset this would be. Thieves. The lights are on, but no one is home right now. They have got to turn this around. And this is it. Last chance. The Alamo. The LA Thieves. Guerrillas do manage to get offense, so here we go. They're going to see what they can do if they can push this one far forward. Tags coming through either side. They've got their first tick at A. The chance, is this the way it ends?
I mean, it very well might be. I mean, this just seems like teamwork uber alles right now for Guerrillas. Just everything they do is on point. The trade's almost always there. Now, you do have Kenny and TJ that are able to push through a bedroom, getting to the spawn, and start causing problems, and maybe set up a spawn trap. And this is a big moment for the Thieves, because obviously down 2 rounds, they need to make sure they're up on lives. It's only a 3-life lead so far in this game. They might be able to make some progress as you see the Thieves starting to turn things around.
Kenny's styling on him from center ring there. Cellium now trying to get forward, but again, Trophy's going to defend the A point. Kenny's basically doing this alone right now. Slashes down, made his way in through mid. Kenny, good job. It's a work of art from down there, and there's a couple more shots. Kenny looking magnificent, up and about he goes. Assault, though, finally able to overwhelm him with a bit of help from aBeZy now, and back onto the A zone you go, though, for Guerrillas. They're going to keep the push now alive. They should be able to capture the A point. There's not a whole lot working out now from Thieves. 2 players from behind, but I don't know if the timing's going to be okay. The kills come through. They're down and out. Life count, though, in favor of the LA Thieves for the time being. Chance. Over towards the B zone we go. Lives won't matter. You manage to make one concerted effort and a single capture on that point. That could well be what we're seeing shortly.
So now we get the Guerrillas, minute and 35 seconds just to swarm over towards this B point. The Thieves, they took quite a few cracks at it. They mainly were just trying to flood through the front. Right now, Guerrillas, well, they had 2 players in kitchen, but Assault, once his teammate falls, nowhere for him to go, and they're just getting cleaned out right now. Thieves on defense, on point. Vivid Knapp, the last player's left alive, and Vivid able to pick up 2. He is on a 4 spree, by the way. Getting a little bit close to that artillery. He needs about 3 or 4 more kills to get it. You can see Guerrillas again right back. It is a 2 kitchen, 2 front push they're trying to roll with. They are still just getting destroyed, though, in the kills column.
Yeah, the kills column not working out, but Vivid as an individual, again, 5 spree right now. If he can pull streaks in the final round here, this would be tremendous. These have actually got to overextend out of the safety of the B zone and actually go for the kill. Vivid once again up and about. The assassin. Kill number 6. Number 7. Oh, my word, so close. We'll get him the artillery. Meanwhile, the battle in the kitchen still raging. The kills going either side. It looks like it's a bit of a stalemate still at this time. And oh my word, Chance, it is coming down to the wire. Vivid peeks forward. Can Temp get it done? Does he have the resolve to take care of Vivid, stop the streaks, and potentially take the round? That's big. The kill there gets it done. Assault makes his way forward. Trade's working out, though, for LA Thieves. Slasher, he's going to be on point now. Once again, the trophy systems hold the line. Here come the reinforcements through the kitchen side, though. TJ trying to cut him off. Gets a couple before going down. Slasher on the Tiki it goes. He's going to slide out of this one. And aBeZy, what a formidable opponent he truly has been. Now no lives left for LAG. Thieves lining up for the defense. aBeZy, the lone man here on the B zone.
And keep in mind, Vivid might be able to get the free flank. They only need to keep track of 4. There's no respawns remaining, but he might be through. He just needs to check his corners.
He might be able to check those corners. Here he comes, going to make his way through the top side. 7 seconds left on the clock. aBeZy gets the quick contest, trying to bait these players out. The kills come through, and that's going to be it. Only 2 of them left. The LA Thieves, you can breathe a great sigh of relief. You've managed to survive. Can they do it 2 more times?
And nice reads by Kenny there at the end as well. I don't know if he heard Vivid or if the spidey senses started tingling, but Vivid maybe was going to be able to find the opening. All that pressure that aBeZy was trying to get alleviated, but nice ways to go about it. Awareness on point, and Kenny making the best play as well. Just keeping control on site. Very nice round for Thieves to get. Again, they were able to bump it up a fair bit in the lives category. Vivid did not get streaks. So quite a few little wins. They still need to find a way to get this dub on offense. And really, I think if anything, that last round, what it showed us, man, you just need to make sure that you're the team on offense. Just never allow yourself to get spawn trapped. That's where things start to get a little bit out of control.
Well, let's see. LA Thieves now on offense. And I kind of like it. It's slow. We are changing things up, Chance. One of your keys to victory again was like, wait for the lulls. Quiet moments in the respawn games for LA Thieves. Like, keep playing smart. Keep playing your game. You know, they can keep this one alive. This is it. Single man there on the B point. Slow and steady capture progress. Temp in from behind. Not able to get the second. Viv is going to make his way forward now. Slasher. Oh my god, the timing. Oh my god, Assault's going to get that kill. Relatively easy, but TJ's there for the trades. Once again, ABT. B point capture. Slowly but surely now. Thieves investing in a B early. Apathy. Oh my god, no trophy in place. The stick though from TJ. A nice trade. Slasher gets another one as well. So good. Keep the capture going. Kenny's still alive here in back basketball, so the kills are still there. You can keep mans on point. Keep the capture at B going. This is not a bad look so far. Second tick, all but done. And that's TJ on the stairs. It's a few more kills coming either way. Kenny goes down to the back, and LAG have just managed to stop it, but the second tick at B is done. Will they go over towards A? It looks like Thieves are going to be opting for a chance here on the push. I'm not even sure. I mean, it looks like someone managed to slip through there, but they've got one man on A, starting the capture. Thieves are looking real dangerous in this offensive round.
And you see the Guerrillas, they actually want to defend this point as well. They're looking for these kills. Of course, 2 ticks already come through at B. That might be the main focal point. And Silly, well, his teammates fall. He's going to back off. Similar to search and destroy just a little bit. Make sure that the teamwork is there for the trade. Silly's going to fall. Vivid there to pick it right up. And actually, no, Silly doesn't even fall. He just plays his life perfectly. Vivid's going to fall, but now you got the trades again on point. Now, though, you got the Thieves actually off spawn. They're going over towards this B point. For Guerrillas, well, if they're not quick, that's just going to go straight away.
I mean, ABT's always be trading, but go back to the classic Glengarry Gun Ross, which is ABC. Always be closing these zones, close them out. B's all but done. Temp still there. Get us a contest. Right place. Perfect timing. They managed to get it just before it's finished out. Temp couldn't take care of all those players. In on we go once more. It's going to be TJ. Brings the subby up close. Can he get the capture now? Nah, Assault's there. It's brilliant defense. It's wonderful work there as the trophy's cleaned out. Kenny could get stuck. And that's a nice kill. Once again, the trades. Apathy from up over the top. 20 seconds. They did not manage to capture the B point. They have not managed to capture A. Thieves, you've done so much, but you have not done enough. You still have to cross the finish line. Chance, there is 10 seconds remaining. This could be a 3-0. They're going to throw bodies on point. That could be it. The contest, so close. They're going to stay alive for now. Can Assault make it up over the top? No, we're going to throw bodies at one another with 6 seconds to go. They're just about able to get this one done. Is anyone going to be able to get for it? It's going to be Vivid in from behind now. Finds the first kill. They managed to secure the A point. And oh my god, it came close. Thieves, less than a minute remaining. 5 lives. They have to remain in this map. This is it.
This search and destroy. It's a 5v6. It is a small advantage to the Guerrillas. But even still, 2 ticks of progression. That's the opening kill from Temp. A 5v5, lives are even. Well, no more respawning for Thieves, but the same on the flip side. It is a 4v3. And those 2 bodies on point. Silly's going to be in Tiki, and everyone from Thieves, they're stacking up together, playing it like it's search. Everybody in kitchen.
They're stacking up again. They have to worry about bomb sites. This time, Sting could be good. Apathy, though, throws a peach right in the kitchen. He takes care of Slasher. That's going to be a 3v3 situation now. Vivid gets involved as well. Apathy! Oh my god, it's done! It's over! Just like that, the Guerrillas. Oh my word! An aggressive push, perfect timing in on the kitchen, and Apathy leading the charge. The absolute hero for the Guerrillas all series long. And ladies and gentlemen, do not adjust your sets, do not hit F5, do not refresh your feeds. It's a 3-0.
If you were sleeping on Guerrillas before, Miles, I'm sure they just woke a lot of people up. As good as it could get, clean, efficient gameplay. And again, the Thieves, I mean, they just look confused, like they don't know what just happened to them. Just destroyed towards the end. All of those quiet, patient moments, man. Guerrillas never make mistakes, always on point, and the big old smile from Apathy. Just adopted 4 new children.
I think he's all of our dad right now, man. I mean, that was big. That was seriously special stuff. LAG came to play. And Vivid always looks so chill. Fixes his hair, he scratches his beard. He's just chilled, man, the whole time. There's nothing chill about what has just happened. What a series that was. LA Thieves. I mean, they've still got the lower bracket run, but like a 3-0 like that. We have a new champion in the battle for LA.
they just looked and sounded so relaxed the entire time as well. Like all these situations, even in control, just patient, like here's what we need to do, need better control, here's the players that are here. It's just perfect information from these guys coming out on the comms. Like, I don't know if there was ever a moment really the entire series on any of the maps where it seems like they were getting caught off guard or the pacing was too much or where it was like chaotic for the team. They were always just one step ahead, always hyper aware, and again, just the patience that they display, not only in search, but even in the respawns. I mean, they're just an impressive team to watch. The stats look great for them as well the whole way down. Don't even know who you'd pick for MVP. aBeZy, sure, like that's perfectly fine, but take a pick through any of the four. Maybe the coaching staff, I don't know. But either way, a 3-0 for those guys to start the tournament. They have to be feeling incredibly well on Cloud 9.
Well, that was one hell of a series. Our Scuff play of the game coming up in just a moment. aBeZy, full-blown dad mode, absolutely Donkey Konged them. That was something special, Chance. I mean, it was time after time. It was powerful individual plays, round-ending moments. And at the end, that nade in the kitchen, that's the bang that got it all started.
This is what the first kill that he was able to get towards the middle of the map and just all the trades. There were so many situations, honestly, on this B point, even when they were on defense in the final round, were just 3v4 when they were fighting, just swarming on the Thieves, one step ahead. And even the big plays towards the end. He even takes down the trophy. There's a half second left, and aBeZy is so next level, he's making sure he's getting the bonus points from the trophy just to close things out. The nades on point. I mean, he was the lone man. 4 players for the Thieves stacked up in kitchen. aBeZy by himself stops the push with the nades to get the kills. Again, so much just clinical work coming in from that team. The perfect way for them to start their tournament run. Now the question, Miles, is, well, how far can they go with the Thieves? And they bounce back.
Can the Thieves bounce back? We'll find out as you can see our updated bracket here in our first major of the CDL 2021 season. We will see the LA Thieves go down to elimination round 3. And now the Guerrillas face an even tougher opponent in the form of Atlanta FaZe in the winners bracket round 2. What an unprecedented and very much unpredicted, maybe not for the Guerrillas fans, but a 3-0, really? My bracket's absolutely ruined. Can I get a 1 in chat if your bracket in the pick'ems is also completely shot full of holes? But there we go. First series of the day, Chance. And what a way to get it done, a 3-0. Not to say that it wasn't without its drama, its excitement, and its little bit of everything. But now we have another absolute humdinger, which I think all the fans across the planet certainly cheering for not a 3-0. It's the New York Subliners, NYSL versus OpTic. This should be an absolute treat. Again, the rising form of Subliners, Clay at the helm, taking on the absolute fan favorites. It's going to be a treat, friends. But before we get into that one, we're going to take a very, very quick commercial break. Lottie will be talking to Vivid of the LAG about that incredible 3-0 victory there over their rivals, LA Thieves. When we come back, friends, plenty more Call of Duty action here at the Call of Duty League.
Call of Duty League is presented by T-Mobile, now America's largest and fastest 5G network. Set your sights on the competition with T-Mobile, the leader in 5G. Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is presented by USAA Insurance, auto, renters and home insurance that's made to help the military community protect what they've worked hard for. This is your Game Fuel Victory Spotlight, and joining me, I do have Vivid from LAG. Now Vivid, I have to get straight into that S&D. It's at the forefront of my mind, and something that we've seen from you and characteristically throughout what you've been doing in Call of Duty is S&D. You seem to be the playmaker, you have the brains for it, and you're looking fantastic as always. But I've got to know from your perspective, how did you guys manage to, first of all, claim the victory on that S&D map being so far down like that, but how did you approach it coming into it?
Coming into it, we were pretty confident going into raid. We just are really comfortable on what we do and how we execute it. So we just knew we had to play our game, and that we were the better raid S&D team than them. And we were down 2-5. Silly said we should we can make this comeback. All these rounds we could have won, and then we started executing how we knew we could, and then 1-6-5.
I mean, that round 11 was just ridiculous. I think I'm going to have to watch that VOD over and over again and find out exactly what did happen to App there, because I'm still not sure. Obviously, you guys did win that one 3-0, and I don't think a lot of people were really expecting you to bring the heat like that to a series against 100 Thieves. So how did you guys kind of get ready and approach the entire matchup?
We knew that they're a pretty fundamental team, and that we needed to have our fundamentals up to par, and that we couldn't try to take any shortcuts on the map. In the first map especially, we knew we had to take the right routes and hold their setups and get good team pushes to break their setups. And then we were pretty confident going into S&D. After the first map, they're in our mode now, we're pretty confident here. And then their map raid control, we've been looking good on it lately. Pretty confident on that one.
You can say that again. Say that again, Vivid. That was ridiculous. Yeah, looking really strong on control, especially right at the start. Obviously, you go through the bracket and in a very interesting way. 3-0ing 100 Thieves first round in. Here we go for you guys. But you got FaZe up next. That's who you're going to be meeting. How are you guys feeling as a team going up against this Atlanta roster?
We're feeling good. We played them first match of the year. I think it was first one. And we looked back at it right away and pointed out key mistakes that could have changed the map and just the series in general. So we just got to execute better and play our game.
Well, thank you so much, Vivid, for joining us. Congratulations on an epic start for you guys in the first major, and best of luck going through the bracket.
Thank you.
There you have it, guys. We're going to head to a quick break right now, but when we come back, we have our second match lined up and waiting for you guys. We've got a banger on the cards. We've got OpTic versus NYSL. Don't go anywhere. The Call of Duty League is brought to you by GameFuel. Celebrate the major by purchasing a case of GameFuel to earn a free CDL team pack. Visit gamefuel.com/CDL for more info. Tournament audio and team listenings are powered by Astro Gaming, the official headset and mix amp of the Call of Duty League.
It is time, friends, for what will be, without a shadow of a doubt, a very, very exciting series. It is time for OpTic versus NYSL here again. What a day it has been so far. If you've just joined us, you missed the 3-0 from LAG there. It was a fun one. Go back and check it out. For those of you that are here for this series and this series alone, we welcome you. This will be an absolute banger. My name is Miles, his name is Chance, and we are ready to get into this one. Mate, did you enjoy that break? I mean, I was just sitting thinking about how exciting this game's going to be.
I was gonna say, I'm getting a little bit giddy over here. Because like, even on paper when I was looking at it, I was like, all right, OpTic have a clear-cut, admittedly small advantage in the respawns, but they're probably the best respawn team in the game we have right now. And on the flip side, New York, probably just a little bit better on paper in Search and Destroy, but it is incredibly close. Even looking at the maps these teams lose, when they lose, it's by very, very little. Two of the strongest teams we have in the game. You get Clay versus OpTic, you get everything you want, Miles.
Well, without further ado, let's get straight into this one. Ladies and gentlemen, putting together for NYSL.
Don't let us down. Bring home a championship. Not one, not two, maybe 3 or 4.
Yo, Clay, if you don't bring home the championship, you out of here, boy.
Hey, if there's one thing about the city that I understand, it's that they don't tolerate losing.
He's in from behind again. Clayster with 2.
So I'm bringing championships. We're bringing them by the dozen.
Just make sure the snipes is hitting. Headshots only. Anything higher than the headshot is uncivilized.
What a Zuma is? He's on Zoom meeting.
The stallion is frying. The stallion is cooking.
Not quite what I was thinking.
You guys are gonna kill it out there.
Good luck this season.
Thank you guys so much. This season's for y'all.
Subliners, way to go. New York's behind you 100%.
We're bringing a championship to New York City.
New York Subliners, Chance, you said it before. I mean, this should be one hell of a series. Two tight teams with NYSL on an incredibly upward trajectory so far. Asim, Clayster, Diamondcon, and Mack. I mean, Diamondcon has come out as one of the most, fantastic amateur pickups. And Asim, the current form, it is a sight to behold on the map.
And I mean, the big question is whether they can hold and retain that form that they have on the map, because when they're on point, they're ferocious. They went on a nearly 9-0 streak in map count during Super Week. Came close to it. It took like what, a reverse sweep from Dallas where they're squeaking by in the controls to make things happen. This is a team. They always bring their A game. You know they're going to be intense, and Clayster obviously a massive reason why. The question is, can he make sure his teammates are right there with him?
Well, we'll see if that will be the case. But now to introduce a team that, quite frankly, needs no introduction. Household names here in the Call of Duty world. Ladies and gentlemen, OpTic Gaming. Mighty keeps it going.
Formal, looking fantastic.
Envoy slaying his way through. Scump from up high, the king.
I'm out here doing what they thinking is irrational.
Really starting to run that score up.
I'm gonna make it back. I'm gonna make it back, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, OpTic Gaming are back. Chicago are a force to be reckoned with. OpTic, I mean, the long-running joke is that they're not that great at Search and Destroy, but the last time we saw them play, things weren't that bad at all. This could be one hell of a series if they manage to tighten up that game mode. Formal, Dashy, Envoy, and Scump. They really don't need an introduction. Let's see if the gameplay Chance can do the talking for them.
And I think it might, man. Even when you think about, like, the Search and Destroy quote woes, well, they're 3-3, they're solid, and they make a lot of adjustments. This might be one of, like, the most aware teams we have in the league, if not the most aware team. Even the moments where you get those weird spawns in a hard point where you don't know if he spawned at the old hill time or the new, if he saved his kill cam, this team is always on point with that. Their communication as good as it could possibly get. Frankly, as long as they stay on point with respawns, they're going to be feeling very confident. Checkmate a map they're happy to play on 2-0. Frankly, any control map they get, undefeated in the game mode is OpTic. So they're feeling pretty good about that raid for map 3 as well.
I mean, if you're an NYSL fan, all you're looking forward is those incredible pace that you've seen Asim set already. Diamondcon now, I mean, let's see if he can hang with some of the biggest dogs in the league. Mack, he's been here before, and Clay, let's face it, that man has been in more difficult situations than most of us have had warm dinners. But let's see what happens in this series. What an incredible game to have on a day like this. I mean, it's what? It's Tuesday? Thursday, sorry. Or as I like to call it, the day before One Division. Let's get into this one, Chance. It's New York. It's OpTic Chicago. Let's go.
And there are 6 players in this lobby, by the way, that are in the top 10 for KD. I mean, these are 2 teams that have been ferocious. Asim, not a bad guy to start off with to see what he can make happen on the opening break. Because again, if anyone for New York, or really anyone in this lobby, if they're not on point with their level of production, the other team will take full advantage. And right now, New York, at least the first inside the hill, OpTic, taking their time up top to contest. Mack might have found it. Time to go around back formal, though. He's ready for the gunfights, able to take down 2.
Yeah, we like that. That was a great read. Good comms there from OpTic. Again, reading the play from Mack, not letting it get out of hand quickly, but it's going to be Diamondcon now getting involved. Asim pushing the fight forward. Diamondcon, he's got to go up against Dashy now. Dashy snaps on, finds a nice 2-piece. Trying to control this hard point, but again, the contest coming through. That's a bit of friendly fire from behind, but again, Dashy can only do so much from that front position. It's formal once again. Backing him up is going to be Scump. Scump now with control. The hard point at OpTic. Finally an opportunity for them now to take some hard point time.
You see Clayster already thinking about new. 15 seconds left, but at least Dashy did not spot the cross, and Clay might have the read on formal. Main AR gunfight. Clay's 1-0, at least in that category. He's got to deal with Dashy as well. Nice little spot he's playing back NASA, but frankly for Dashy, he's going to get swarmed. Able to take down 1. Asim is there for the trades in New York. They got the spawn flip is in for P2. They win the gunfights, and they're going to be perfectly set up for new, and Asim provides.
Oh my god, I was wondering, is Asim going to be playing today? And Asim's playing today. That's a nice kill on a Scump there. He had no right winning that one. Trying to keep the push alive. Scump does manage to get a bit of retribution now as he makes his way forward, but you still have those players from NYSL spawning at the back, keeping this play good. They're going to maintain that pressure. OpTic still have a slight lead for now, and they are butting heads here on the point by yellow.
Honestly, for OpTic, maybe just a nice job just to keep New York trapped in the back, and you're getting hill control holding this from the front. Formal, he goes on a 3 spree. Can't quite finish the 4th, but his teammates are there for it. So honestly, for OpTic, you're kind of happy with that, right? Like if you end up losing the rotation, that's certainly not good. But to keep this game as close as it is, frankly, keep the lead after that hill, you're feeling pretty good. They do end up spawning on the back for this 3rd hill rotation. New York, maybe the first team that's inside. We mentioned it during the first series. New York, they are not shy about pulling out 4 XM4s on this map, in particular this hill.
Yeah, see how this hill goes. Again, great work from OpTic to keep NYSL off that last hard point. Minimum production over by the 2nd point. Now on the 3rd, we're going to see Envoy there, reaping up the time. Dashy taking care of those players by A Street, got an angle to work with. Envoy sadly loses the gunfight up close. Clay's going to slip slide in, find himself the first. Over to Dashy now. Seam wins another big one. Again, XM4 in hand, Chance, you called it. It's 4 in the hands of the NYSL right now. Big kills from Scump. Trying to get on the point. Again, slow the production right now for NYSL. You don't want to get too much time. Diamondcon does go down to actually the hip fire there of Dashy. So big work from Bruce. Clay and Co. still staying on the point, trying to find as much as they possibly can. But OpTic, every angle covered. Not letting them really get anything out of this.
And you see the reasons for having the extra XM4s as well. If you're in that middle hill, there's so many lanes, so many lines of sight, so many angles you have to really deal with and keep in the back of your mind. Incredibly difficult to get the lockdown, and I mean, it's what, 90 points maybe total that have been scored on the first 3 hills, but the clean 4 down from OpTic. The swarm on the hill is there. Finally, maybe a moment to really start to get a good chunk of hill time.
Yeah, over to formal we go now. Kill number 4 in a row. That's going to be 12 and 8 overall. We're going to find a few more. Diamondcon from up top. What a snap that was. A little bit of help from T2P. Scump's going to be on the side of those 2 kills. Now from behind. Clay, great awareness. Doesn't let formal come in from behind. With that, we're going to see the back locked down. That's the 2nd kill in a row now for Clay. But again, looking towards OpTic once again, it means their hardpoint management, man. They are on top of this time and time again. Whether it's keeping NYSL out of it or maintaining control there, it's picking up the scrap time. It's a very, very solid start. Similar to what we saw LAG bring against the Thieves in the previous series. But it's the slaying right now as well. I mean, OpTic, whether it's the hardpoint or the kills, they're just on top.
And this is a big moment as well, because not only did they just take, what, a 15-point game and turn it into about a 60-point game, they got that rotation for new. They have tons of map control. Scump right now keeping all these players at bay. He is inside the old hill, picking up 2 pieces. He's still alive, so he can be the cutoff man. And more importantly, well, Envoy has found his home. He got formal posted up in top red in the back. I mean, this is the setup OpTic wants, and again, this might just be a full 60 they're able to get as Scump. 6 spree for him. 1 more, he gets some streaks.
Get some streaks. Things are looking a little dangerous right now for NYSL. It'd be great to hear the comms from them themselves. Let's go for an Astro Gaming listen in with the New York Subliners.
Top tower dead.
Two. Let's go.
Wait, we got time. Wood and hill, last two.
Wood and hill.
There's two. He's wood and Envoy's on time.
Hey, I'm picking up right. Hit out the right.
Yeah, there's one shot, guys.
I'm on the wood steps right now. Either wood
stairs and in wood. Wait, two there stairs, one in hill. Another one was there. Push under B wing. One push under B wing.
Wood dead.
He's ladder Dashy. One back there.
Yeah, turn up.
Come on.
On the wood steps, Dashy. Alright, I'm pushing through the right. I'm gonna get a yellow crate.
Dashy, one shot.
I need one back right.
Wood steps.
He can come up. He can come up.
Wood steps.
Old weak, and one backstairs on you.
Wood steps dead. I'm
one still back there. Nice. Envoy's up old.
I don't see him under B wing. Under B wing.
Don't chase.
B wing dead. I'm
coming back. One sec, I'm coming.
They're here. I'm watching B wing hop.
One more weak. They're back there. Two back there.
I'm one shot.
Three back there.
I hear you. Watch it dead.
One more time. Dash dead.
Nice, guys.
More mannequin heady, really weak, I'm pretty sure.
He's weak.
He's in mannequin now. He's in mannequin.
Hey, we can kill us.
I'm needing top lane.
On the table right now.
I
got one.
I hear you. I have
Huge wins in hill.
Nothing what's up. I'm hopping up on the right.
I hit him above.
Yeah, I'm hopping up.
This side weak. Challenge.
Their side weak. Didn't win all. Come back to you.
I mean, Chance, neither team willing to give an inch there on that first hard point in the second set. Tell me a bit about NYSL's comms.
Well, the comms are good, but frankly, it's just OpTic putting the pressure on. Scump, by the way, had a godlike spawn to get back.